Hey guys, it's me, Galadriel, and today I am going to tell you some of my experiences with ghosts. I don't know why I did that face. Creepy Caterpillar is currently not here because I moved him over in the front of my room because his head came off and I had to get it back on because he's just a clip back together, but I haven't got time to do that. So I have to reattach his head. That's something that I don't know why I had to say. Anyway, Creepy Caterpillar will be with me in one of my later videos. I promise he will be back. So he'll be back out. He'll be back in the videos soon. Anyway, I'm gonna tell you my ghost stories, and I have plenty of them. I know a lot of them. I don't know half of them. And others, I don't know if they are actually true or they were just my imagination. So we have to see. So one of the first stories happened in where I lived before moving to this new state is not Pennsylvania, Florida. And I guess Florida is home of ghosts or something, because that's what people have told me. It's like home of ghosts. And we lived up there in 2 separate houses. Now, I know one of the stories, we don't know which house it happened in, but it happened. We don't know if it happened in which we referred to as the big house or we referred to as the little house. The big house was our first house, the little house was our second house. So, first house was the big house, and we don't know if this happened in there or the little one. My mom had put me in a tiny vibrating chair, I believe, and I guess she saw something in the corner and left the room, but she didn't know if she saw something in the corner. It just looked like something was in the corner, I believe. And she left the room, and we have not determined whether I saw it and it scared me and I just started crying, or if it pushed me in the chair and I started crying. Either way, I started crying, and my mom had to come in the room to get me or something. Basically, I guess there was a ghost in the corner, and we don't know whether it pushed me or I just saw it and it scared me and I started to cry. So, I don't know. I guess I don't know which house that happened in, like I keep saying. I don't know why I keep saying it. And in this little house, the other house that we owned, not at the same time, but we owned one and then we bought the other. And I don't know why I clapped my hands, but I cracked my finger. Anyway, my computer's dying. Anyway, so in the little house, we've had many experiences with ghosts in this house. Only a couple I can remember. I don't remember all because there was plenty of them, but half we probably all forgotten. Anyway, we were like in the process of moving at this time, and we had this really pretty gold chandelier looking thing, and it had chains. It was a really nice chandelier, which we do not own anymore. It's probably still in that house. I do not know where that is. Where that chandelier is, I don't want to know where the chandelier is. Anyway, if I couldn't play with it, I could care less where it is. I don't know why I said that, but I did. Anyway, so me, my brother, and my sister, you probably all know my sister. Anyway, so we were all sitting on the air mattress that we had blown up because our bed got taken down by now. We were all sitting in the living room on the air mattress, surprised we were getting along at the time, and we were all sitting there. My brother was on the computer, and we were all sitting there. We were on like Nickelodeon.com or something. We were on a really, really old website, and we were all on it. We were just playing on this website because we were on it like all the time, and we all of a sudden, we're all just sitting there, and all of a sudden, the chain, which none of us can reach, maybe my dad could, but none of us could reach, moved. Like something had hit the chain to make it move. it did not look like the wind blew it because the chain was too heavy for wind to blow it. It was actually something came over to the chandelier and hit it. So we were all like, did you just see that? So, because we all didn't know if it was true or not. It apparently, everybody saw it, so that became a ghost story. That dang computer don't like me, do it. Anyway, I don't care if it dies. I mean, it needs to be fixed anyway. Anyway, I mean, not fixed, but you get the point. Anyway, so we were all like, did you see that? Because we were like, we didn't freak out, but we didn't know if that was actually been happening or if we were all just delusionists or something. I don't know what I was trying to say. But we all saw the chandelier get hit or the chain get hit or something. And we were all like, what? We were all looking at the chandelier because the chain was going. It looked like he was dancing. Anyway, it was a dancing chain. Anyway, this is another story that happened at the point of moving out of this other house, which I don't know how long this took us, but probably didn't take us that long. Anyway, we were all asleep, and I had my mom make me chocolate milk and juice before she goes to sleep. Now, if she didn't make it, I'd wake her up. I don't do that anymore, but I used to. And me, Athena, and Nick were all sleeping in like the same bed. Like, not the same bed, same air mattress, because we only had one, and we were in the process of moving. And I was getting up in the middle of the night to get my juice, because I don't know why I went to sleep so early, and got up in the middle of the night, but that was, I guess juice and chocolate milk were the only thing that could put me back to sleep. So, I got up to go and get my juice and my milk chocolate milk, from the fridge, and I stood up and I had looked in the corner of the living room, and I don't know why I did. I don't know what possessed me to look in the corner. So I looked in the corner and I had seen a hand, this much of a hand, wait, more or less this much of a hand, and lace was around the wrist, like a lace, and then pink. It was a pink sleeve with a lace topping on it, and I was like creeping out. I was like creeped out because I was like, is that a hand? And this hand was going like this in the corner and like telling me to come with it or something. And I was like, what in the world? So I didn't know if it was true or if it was just a dream, but I guess I told my mom in the morning that I saw a hand in the corner. I say, I saw a hand in the corner last night. I mean, I told a lot of stories back then, so she probably didn't believe me, but at the same time, she probably did. She probably realized it wasn't a lie after I kept telling people that was what happened. I don't think a lot of people believe that story, but I know it happened, and I know it was true because I believe the next day, me and Athena went into my parents' room. I don't remember why we went in there, probably to get something. Because my parents' bed, I don't think, was taken down yet. I think it was still up, because I guess they still need to sleep in there or something. So we went in there to get something, and I guess I closed the door behind me, because I guess it became a habit of playing hide and seek or something. I just closed the door behind me. And obviously when you're playing hide and go seek, you don't close the door behind you, because then they'll know you're in there. I mean, me and Athena failed at that game every time we played, because we never shut up, but we're kids. Anyway, me and Athena were in there, and I closed the door, and I guess I turned around because something possessed me to turn around, and I see, if you know what a tuxedo is, I hope you do, but a tuxedo, I saw the black part of it, I saw like a black sleeve, and then a white rim, and that's how I knew that the night before was real. And at the time, I didn't think it was real because I literally just woke up. Maybe I'm delusional. But if the same thing happened the next night, I knew it was real. That settled my decision. So, I was like, Athena, did you see that? Is what I believe. I don't remember it completely, but I'm pretty sure, because after I saw the boy hand, I'm pretty sure I blacked out. But I'm pretty sure I asked Athena, did you see that? She said, see what? And I said, the hand in the corner. She probably said I'm delusional. Because I was, apparently. And the ghost in that house, I think it touched my dad a couple of times, like on the shoulder or something. I don't remember. But my mom had told me that it had touched my dad before. On the shoulder or the arm or something. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't remember. Anyway. So, this... Only a couple things I remember happened in this house we live in recently. Pictures. Anyway. Only a couple of things happened in this house that we now live in. To me, at least, stuff I remember that happened to me and Athena. When we first got here, I believe me and Athena had shared a room. When we first got here, we had to share this room that I am in now. We had to share it for a couple of days, like a couple of years almost. I think like 2 or 3 years we shared the same room. I don't know. Like I kept track of that. I don't even keep track of the school days. Like I'm gonna keep track of how long me and Athena were in the same room. I mean, my language arts teacher does that. All I do is look at our board and it's like, there's so many days we have left. Well, that's how many days we've been there. Like, who cares? So, we had shared the room, and we moved our beds back here where I'm recording. We had moved both of our beds back here because we couldn't have one in the front, one in the back, because then the other one would, if we were mad at each other, the other one would just stand in front of the TV probably, which I've done. And we were in the back of the room, and I guess our stuff, like some of my stuff would go missing, or Athena's stuff would go missing. We would blame each other, or we would get into a fight. But either way, we would blame each other for something going missing, and we would blame each other. And because my red paint, this red paint, and one of these paintbrushes have always keep going missing. I don't know why I still have those in there. I was supposed to take them out. This paintbrush, my favorite paintbrush, and my red paint, which I had out so much because I use red a lot because it's my favorite color, have always gone missing. If I left the room and the red paint and the paintbrush were sitting out, I'd come back and half the time it'd be gone. I could not find it till the next day. I found my paint on my table and the paintbrush where I left it the night before. I don't know if it keeps going missing or I'm just delusional or something. And I have this dollhouse over on this side of my room. That dollhouse, not that one. That dollhouse right there, it's sitting where it is now. It was sitting in that exact, not in that exact, but it was sitting somewhere like that. In the same spot, just, it was in a different type of, different type of position. And I was in the front of my room, and my air conditioner was off, so I don't know how my air conditioner was blowing that over. But I was in the front of my room. I believe I was watching Shane Dawson, because he's hilarious, or Sky Does Minecraft, because they're both hilarious. And I was watching something on my computer. Oh, it might not have been Sky Does Minecraft. I didn't run into that. Anyway, so I was watching either Shane Dawson or Joey Graceffa or something on my computer, and that dollhouse fell over right by itself, and nothing was on. There was no air blowing, and I had that held up, and I had it propped up perfectly fine, where it could not have fallen over. And it just fell over by itself, and I was like, I jumped, like, it scared me so much. The plant that is on top of it, which is dead, I wouldn't be surprised that it's dead, because that plant was on it then, and it fell over and knocked off like half of the soil. And the plant, I think, fell out. So, I freaked out. I didn't know what else to do. I went over, picked it up, and I never touched it since. It's a paranormal thing. So, that was some of my ghost stories, and I believe there are more, because I don't know why we keep running into ghosts, because I believe our kitchen is haunted as well. And those are some of my stories. Stalker Caterpillar will be back tomorrow, I hope. If I can get his head back on. He will be back tomorrow. He is a great purpose of the team. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you next time. Peace out. Don't forget to love swag. Bye.